Larry wrote a joke once, and I said to him, I'm not sure if Mulcahy would say this. And he said, well, it's a good joke, we'll give it to somebody else. And I said, oh, no, Larry, it's fine, I'll do it.
Yeah. And another thing Larry would always say in that context too, we would be sitting around and there would be a joke. This would be up in the writing room, let's say, before we got to the actors, and we would say, do you think America will get that? It would be a kind of slightly sophisticated or literate words, a play of words, and he would always say, some will. Let's do it, because we don't have to get everybody, but some people will. I thought that was such wisdom.
I'm glad we're talking about Larry, because
he's writing for God.
Because last time we were together like this, we got the Hollywood Award.
Yes, right. That was his last.
Larry was there, and it was really wonderful that we could be together.
To see him,
So we really miss him.
He died just a few months later.
He was a wonderful man and a great guy.
Is it typecast for that role? Outside the role.
Well, I mean, they thought it was right for the role, and then the writers, when you're in a show like MASH and you have the writers there, they're really writing around the kind of stuff that works for you. And it's not I don't like to think of it as being typecast, but naturally, what I brought to Mulcahy was what they liked.
Oh, right. No, but we always used to love to write for the quirks in the individual actor's personality, or for some of the interests that he had. I mean, we had, there were many examples with McLean Stevenson, we did that a lot, and for Gary, and for everybody really, certainly for David Stiers. There was all kinds of stuff where we incorporated things from their own true personalities into the characters, just because it makes it richer.
Well, it was wonderful. You want us to keep going? I mean, I played the piano. I played Scott Joplin. I was very proud.
That's right.
Because I really did play, and I have Mulcahy do that. So I love Joplin's music, and it was wonderful that MASH got Joplin out there before the Sting, which made Joplin very famous for a while. But MASH preceded that by a lot, and thanks to you guys let me play the piano.
But I remembered that when you did play the piano, I screwed something up in the editing, something awful. I've always remembered that. I felt so badly because I didn't know music as well as I should have and could have. And I remember, and at the time, I remember you were very upset about it. You don't remember this? Oh, then why am I confessing?
A little confession. You're forgiven.
Yeah. No, I always felt so badly.
You're forgiven.
Yeah.
You had some incredible talent come to the show.
Sire.
Yes. Right.
Come on to the show. The new talent. Did everyone who came in ultimately fit into the...
Oh, sure. I mean, Mike Farrell, talked to him about that. We actually was the best thing that could have ever happened to the show. Not that Mike was better than Wayne, and not that Harry Morgan was better than McLean, but they were different. That was the main thing, is that they were different, and they brought new colors and new chemistry to the show. So that was really, and when you're doing a military show, it's easy, it's logical that people get transferred in and out. I had worked just a couple of years earlier at another studio that was doing Bewitched, and we had to replace the husband, Elizabeth Montgomery's husband, at the breakfast table one morning. Is a different actor. Remember that? Did you? Dick York to Dick Sargent, and that was done, of course, without any.
You just did it.
Oh yeah, you went out. You had no choice, But talk about awkward situations. Whereas in this case, it lent itself so well, to that kind of change.
Talking about talent and the talent we had on MASH, I think because of you, Burt, we had brought in a lot of wonderful people who had guested on MASH.
Yeah.
Had a lot of talented, wonderful people playing guest parts.
Yeah. Which led which? Did the audience think lead
Did the audience
Did
what?
the audience lead the creativity, the demand, or such demand for it, such an appreciation?
Still don't quite get the question.
I don't get it either, and I'm saying right here. But no.
Yeah. Go ahead, interrupt. It's all right.
There are some shows that the show pushes the audience, and the audience follows. With this, there seems to be such a dedicated.
No, I would say not. I would say that.
Well, I would think that we push the audience in the sense that we were doing stuff that was so different. It was like Gene said about tonight, the trap of doing McHale's Navy, of our being determined not to do that, and to try to go out in so many more dimensional ways. But I think it becomes a kind of, what's that term? I can't even think of it. Simpatico. It doesn't matter. But the point is, it becomes, it goes full circle. You push the audience, and then their response is so terrific that they push back. A symbiotic relationship.
But you took so many things from real life, stories that you've done, and the research that you did. And Larry was like writing a movie every week, but he made some wonderful scripts out of that stuff, and that was all
interviews with
quite new to the audience. The audience was pretty surprised when a lot of the things that MASH did, especially when they found a comedy they were watching where people were not going to survive the half hour, they're dying on the operating table. It was a serious show at the same time, and that was unique. Quite unique.
People thinking
Go. Why don't you interview him?
Just one really quick second. I just want to say thank you so much.